Previously on the fourth culture, Kaman decided to set up a shrine to Ayana in Damascus. He approached the Pantheon temple and was kind of given the maybe you ask that person, maybe you ask that person kind of thing. So in the end, he decided, okay, you know what? Go to people you know. And he approached Milo and asked him if he can start a small shrine in the corner of the military barracks. Yes. So Milo agreed, and then he gave us a letter and personal effects to the family members of a member of the survey team who unfortunately didn't survive his duties. Yes. So we were supposed to deliver these things to his family. Yes. So Bara drew a picture of Agatha on Aina's shrine as well. So it's a special place to the both of the gods. The next morning, the party set off to go to the village. At evening time, we sat down because we were flying on Bob on a building. No, not on the building, near the building. That's right. On the building gone already. But yes, near a building that turned out to be a not exactly a monastery lah, because there are two people living there and they seem to be monks, but they are not. It's so small, cannot call monastery. It's just a house with two monks on a hill. Yes, that's it. Correct. And we learned that the monks there, Abbot Ikan, yes, and acolyte Uma, are dedicated to this old god called Dumavati, who is the god of life and death. That's right. So they explain that they actually bar the door of the house that houses two monks every night against dangerous animals, which was kind of concerning for us. And because the small house was so small, it couldn't fit all of us, so we decided this is the best time to use our new purchase, the Instana. Yay! So we got the monks to come out and see our immense erection. And we were very proud of it. And they were, quite impressed, I will say. It's not every day strangers come to your house and then make a big erection outside your house. Yes, it was very impressive, if I do say so myself. Anyway, after that, Bob and Bara and Kaman went to investigate the forest outside, and then they realized that unlike what the monks say, right, they couldn't find any fierce animals, which was very confusing. But anyway, we returned to the Instana, had a night's rest, and then the next morning we went to find Ikan and Uma, and we found them praying and gardening respectively. So we bid them farewell, and then we headed on to Mahava village, which was very scenic. The architecture is woven with nature, so it like one with the land kind of place. Very beautiful. And then we walked in to a funeral that was taking place. Yes. So this person called Chandikran Kumaran was speaking over his father's body, and we met both him and his wife Rumina. We very apologetically, but solemnly and with the right kind of officialness, passed him his brother's effects and also the letter from Milo which explained how he died and everything lah. We gave our condolences and asked, is there anything we can do for you? And after that, we learned that somehow they don't have any priest, and they asked if Kaman can actually help to sit the vigil and say the prayers. And then we were like, okay, can, not the same god lah, but if you don't mind, then okay lor. So after that, they sent one of their little boys who wasn't even wearing clothes, cause so poor thing, right, to go and fetch this book, which was a very giant book. And then it was kind of like part family history, then got the ritual inside, everything all. And Kaman read through it and learned that it seems as though the Kumarans tend to have three brothers in the family, and one will be in the military, one will be a merchant, and one will be a priest. But there hasn't been a priest for 150 years. Very confusing. And that was when Bara did something very unusual, which is he asked the family for payment for the ritual. And I was like quite shocked because what, people die, then what's going on? So I tried to pull him aside to talk about it, like maybe we don't ask for payment, it doesn't seem very nice, And then it seemed as though Bara is very fixated on trying to find Agatha and trying to find Yafir. And so anything that isn't related to that, right, he sees it as, okay, it's a delay. And then if it's a delay, then can we get something out of it so that, we can fulfill the purpose? So I was like, Yeah, maybe not these people lah, because I don't know how much money they can give us also, you know. So after that, I asked Kie to go and speak with him privately, because you know, I know lah, the two of them got something going on lah. I'm not sure what lah, but then got Riyaka. It's very complicated, this triangle. Anyway, so I got Kie to go and speak with him and see whether he can find out a bit more lor. So, yes, Kaman got Bara to help with the ritual a bit, and then Bara sang a song, but it was a little bit, also a bit rude lah, huh? But never mind. Anyway, the two of them went into the tent to presumably rest, and then after that, Kie spoke with him a little bit lah, and we learned that, you know, yeah, he just wants to grab the people who matter to us and just go to Sijo, and which was a bit shocking to Kie, you know. And then after they talked about Riyaka a little bit and things like that. And then outside, I was helping to guard Kaman, and then Kaman was trying to tell me, you know, oh, you must let Bara make mistakes. And I was like, but why? Why should we let him make mistakes? You know, he's our friend. If he's doing something that we think is wrong, then we should try and stop him, ma. Then I said, yeah, but then, you know, we never stopped him before, so why do we start now? I'm like, yes, we didn't stop him before, and then after that, you know, next thing we know, 3 years gone by lah, then we lost everything, didn't manage to fulfill our duty, war broke out, very terrible. So we should learn from our own mistakes and try to stop further mistakes, right? Make sense? Make sense? Anyway, yeah, but anyway, I got a bit hot lah after all the arguing, you know, so I decided to try to go off to hunt. But then, after that, there was a whisper. And then somebody was calling us interlopers, and something about eating the remaining brother, which was very confusing. So we got attacked by these two creatures. And then when we were fighting, Koshi got very angry because apparently these creatures are also deathless. Maybe, we don't know for sure. Anyway, after we managed to fight, we killed both of them and then discovered that one of them is actually the abbot, Ikan, who is not a fish. Yes. And Bara cut open his chest and found that there was intan inside that looked like a black color gem. So he pressed it against the Agada tattoo and it was absorbed immediately. And then we also found some intan in the other creature, so he did the same thing. And then Kaman read in the book that one of the young priests had been visited by his uncle and was teaching him how to genuinely follow in his uncle's footsteps. And then Bara suspected, you know, that maybe the people who asked us to stand this vigil and things like that knew about these people and were purposely trying to kill us. And so we should confront them and ask for things. And that's where we left off.